this is a bit of a sports story here, but I think it's relevant even here today. Just being a good bloke, just having great intentions, just having a good idea from my accountant via Ben Cantwell, who was building the units, is not good enough. You've actually got to put in and you've got to have a go. I remember at Fitzroy, one pre-season, we had this fantastic guy come down from the country, and he was like Toby and myself, looked like a Greek god. Skillful, left footer, stylish, and about my height. And I was just 19 when I was trying to really cement my place in the team. And I looked at this guy, we'll call him Harry, and Harry was moving and doing all the good things in the pre-season games and at training. I'm talking January, February. And I thought, he's going to pinch my spot. I better just pull my socks up. So I kept training harder and trying harder. The practice games came along, never saw him. When the heat was on, lovely natural talent and beautiful circle work and kicking for goal on a Tuesday when there was no pressure. But when the pressure was on, no appearance, your worship. So natural talent, intention is not enough. You've got to go for it. True grit, great word, grit. You really got to get serious. I love this one, persistence, fantastic. It doesn't get a lot of chapters in many books, but it's one of the best skills, I think, about this losing is part of winning. And let me tell you, can I just finish off the real estate story? So we stalled 10 or so years ago, and it was just plodding along because the property was hot. 4 or 5 years ago, we had this GFC. My wife, to her credit, said, now's a chance to maybe resurrect that dream. I said, what do you mean? Well, interest rates are going to drop. There could be some good fire sales. Might be an opportunity to look at it again. And we did. And keep a long story short, we found a really good friend who said, hey, if you do it, we'll come in with you. And I'm glad to report, if you go to 150 Clarendon Street, South Melbourne, we're in the process of building, listen for it, 78 apartments. Wow. And 3 shops. And we're going to settle in about early January. Fantastic. And you know what? I'm more delighted in myself and my wife, not that we're going to make a few bucks and have a holiday and maybe get a nice car, but we hung in there and we persisted. And I think it's an absolutely fantastic skill.